Chapter 6 Beneath the City. They later burst into the night, the cold air hitting their skin. Neon lights blurred as they ran. The city that once felt like home now felt like a trap. They ducked into a quiet alleyway, both of them gasping for air. Maya turned to him, her eyes wild with fear and adrenaline. "We've crossed a line. There's no turning back now." Aaron nodded with nervousness. "We'll make them see it," he said, his voice steady. "We'll make sure the truth gets out." But deep down, Aaron had a doubt about it. What if they were wrong? What if exposing them would only... "Aaron, snap out of it," Maya yelled. Maya caught the hesitation in Aaron's eye. She stepped closer to Aaron, gripping his shoulder. "Aaron, we can't back down now. We know too much now. If we don't expose him, who will?" Aaron took a deep breath and nodded. "You're right. We have to finish what we started." They didn't have long to hide. The sound of approaching drones hummed through the alley. Maya grabbed his wrist and pulled Aaron along. "We need to get off the grid. I know a place where we can't track us." Aaron followed Maya, but his mind was all over the place and racing. His life used to be simple and boring, but safe. Now he was on the run. They turned into an empty street with broken streetlights and old cars. Maya took him to a big metal gate and yanked it open. "In here," Maya whispered. Aaron hesitated before climbing down the dark tunnel. Maya followed, closing the grate behind them. The underground smelled funky. It smelled like a damp metal and decay. Piped the lines with some leaking steam. Maya pulled out a flashlight, illuminating the path ahead of them. This used to be part of the old sewer system, but rebels have used it to move around unnoticed. Aaron swallowed hard. "Rebels? You never mentioned rebels before." Maya looked at Aaron. "Because I wasn't sure you were ready to know. But we can't do this alone. We need them." Aaron exhaled sharply. Everything was changing so fast, but he couldn't turn back now. After what felt like hours of walking, they reached a rush door set in the tunnel wall. Maya knocked in a strange way. A small slot slid open, revealing a pair of suspicious eyes. "Who sent you?" a rough voice asked. Maya stepped forward. "I have information. Proof of what the regime has done." The slot closed. A heavy bolt slid back. The door cracked open, revealing a dimly lit underground base. People sat at old computers, their faces illuminated by the blue glow of screens. Others were gathered around maps and stolen documents. "Welcome to the real resistance," Maya said, stepping inside. Aaron followed Maya. His heart was pounding. He was now deeper than he'd imagined. He clenched the drive in his hand. If this was the only way to free their city, then he had to choose but to fight. One thing was certain. There was no going back.